Hey good people, how you doing? I hope all of you are doing well. If this is not your first time, welcome back. If this is your first time, welcome to my channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit that red subscribe button and the bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Okay, what is today's video about? Today's video is about two-week wait symptoms that I have been tracking in my app. I have two apps, and if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at this phone for my notes. So the first thing I want to say about this cycle, this is my first cycle TTCing since my miscarriage in, might as well say, late February, early March. I had a DNC on March 7th, but the baby didn't have a heartbeat from the 27th of February. So this is my first month TTCing, so it's been 3 months. I've been cleared from my maternal fetal medicine doctor and my OBGYN. So let's start out. This cycle, I had some cramping on cycle day 10. And the way you count your cycles, if you're new to the TTC world, is the first day of your menstrual cycle, you count that as day 1. And then you all the way up until you have your menstrual cycle again. So on cycle day 10, I had cramping on my right side, and that was alarming for me. I'm sorry. That was a little bit alarming for me because of the simple fact that I only have one tube. I have a tube on my left side. I had to have my right tube removed in August of 2018. Also, let me see, number 2, what I have down here. During my 2-week wait, I got my peak clear blue on cycle day 13, and it was at nighttime. And the reason what made me, I usually test twice a day. Once my lines start to get dark, or when you're using the clear blue, it starts to flash. A smiling face starts to flash. That means that it's coming up. It's high. So I start testing morning and night. And that night I had already tested, but it was more like 11:30ish. I was doing my daughter hair before they were getting ready to go out of town the next day. And I had gas, a lot of bad gas, and cramping on my left side this time. So that opted me to take a OPK late that night, and I got my solid smiley face on that. Number 3, my app said that I ovulated on cycle day 14, so I got the peak on the 13th that night, and my app said I ovulated on cycle day 14. Next thing I have down is cycle day 18, which would have been 4 DPO, 4 days past ovulation. I had moderate back pain, and I had more urination throughout the daytime. So that was different for me, and it stood out for me to be able to write it down. Number 5 I have here is I had and this one, it stood out also, 5 DPO, I had a bad dizzy spell at noontime. I was looking at my phone, looking at some videos or something, and I remember just getting really dizzy, having to sit my phone down. And the time I remember it was like 12:23, 12:22, 12:23, because my husband called me every day when he's at lunch. After he finished eating, he'll call me, see what's going on, how I'm doing throughout the day since I was home so long by myself. Um, and I remember telling him I had a weird dizzy spell and I didn't know what was wrong with me. I had already eaten, so I knew it wasn't because I, low sugar or anything or whatnot. But I remember going to the bathroom and the picture on the wall looked like it was rocking, like I was on a boat. So that stood out for me. That was 5 DPO. On 6 DPO, I had sore breasts, increased appetite, gassy, bloating, mild cramping, increased urination, and I thought these symptoms were coming because of the progesterone. I started taking progesterone on after I get my peak on my OPK the next day. That's usually when I start my I usually start the progesterone. And the reason I'm taking progesterone is because I've been known to have low progesterone with my last 2 pregnancies. 8 DPO, this one was funny and it stood out to me also, is because I usually can wait to eat. I usually eat sometimes at like 9, 10 o'clock at night. Very, very bad, but that's what time I usually eat. But I finished cooking early and I was really hungry and I didn't wait to eat with my husband. I usually, if I eat, I want to eat at the table with him. And that day, I just couldn't help it. I just was like, babe, you're not ready to eat? I'm eating. So I went ahead and fixed my food and I ate. And then he ate after he saw how I was eating it. It made him hungry and he ate immediately after I did. Also 8 DPO. That morning, I have a note. I woke up at like 4 in the morning. I had to go to the bathroom really bad. So that one was like, whoa. I stopped getting up and going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. That was one of the things that triggered me to when I was having the miscarriage, was I stopped going to the bathroom in the middle of the night. So that made me like, whoa, what's going on here? Also, after I went and got back in the bed, I dreamed that I got a BFP on a home pregnancy test. So I don't know if because I went to the bathroom, it made my mind just go haywire or whatever, but I dreamed I had a positive on that. Here I have 9 DPO. 9 DPO, that was on Memorial Day. I remember Googling, YouTube, everything, and I took a home pregnancy test. I used the first response, and I just couldn't help it. I just took it because I saw that a lot of women got positives on 9 DPO. Only thing is I didn't hold my urine. It wasn't first morning urine. 2, it was only maybe like a 30-minute hold because I had already gone to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom, it was only a little bit. So I knew, I was like, shoot, I probably should have waited. And then Tuesday, which would have been 10 DPO, was my first day back to work. So I also did a pregnancy test on 10 DPO. So I'm just going to say the symptoms I had before I took my pregnancy. It's my first pregnancy test, all those symptoms. So that would take me to 8 DPO because I took my test on, and I couldn't count that test as saying, oh, that's a positive, because it was almost like he had lying eyes. You can't even tell. Yeah, so the last symptom I had was on 8 DPO that stood out before I took a home pregnancy test. So those are all of my symptoms that I had. And if you haven't done so already, like I said, hit the subscribe button, click the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I upload new videos and you won't miss out on this journey for our rainbow baby. Okay, so be blessed, everyone, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Big thumbs up. Y'all like my nails? Give it a big thumbs up, and I will have more content coming. Just hold tight. Bye.